how I do the pitcher method. So over the course of 2 days, every bit of milk that I pump, I put into this pitcher in the fridge. Some people chill their milk in the fridge and then put it in the pitcher. I put mine directly into the pitcher. I know the CDC is going back and forth on it. Don't want to have a debate about it. That's what I do. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. Once this pitcher is full, like it is now, after about 2 days, I'll bag all of my milk, and then I freeze all of my bagged milk. Some people will use this pitcher of milk for their next day of bottles. I don't do that just because I had a freezer stash built up from when I was still nursing. I stopped nursing at 4 months, and so I already had a freezer stash at that point, and I wanted to use the oldest milk first. So I use my frozen milk to feed my baby because I'm using my oldest milk first, and then new milk like this gets frozen, and then I'm constantly, rotating what milk I'm using. It's mainly because I don't want anything to go bad and have to throw anything out. But I know people that, if you start exclusively pumping right from the beginning, you can use the milk in this pitcher to feed your baby for the next day or 2 days. The reason I use the pitcher method is it means I can sit down and bag a whole bunch of milk in one sitting instead of having to bag each pump throughout the day. I don't necessarily use it because it's like less dishes or anything, but I know a lot of people say it's the same amount of dishes because if they chill their milk in the fridge in a bottle and then they put it into the pitcher later, they still have this bottle that they used. So I don't know if it really saves any washing dish time. I do it because I don't want to have to sit down and bag milk throughout the whole day. I just throw it all in the pitcher and then I freeze the milk from the pitcher and then use my oldest stuff first. Once my pitcher is full, I sit down and I bag all of the milk. It typically ends up being about 64 ounces because that's how big the jar is. I bag my milk in 5-ounce quantities, which I measure out in a separate bottle because the accuracy of the measurements on the bags are wildly terrible and not at all accurate. I always write the date that I started the pitcher on the bags because there's milk from that day in the pitcher, and since it's mixed with all the other milk, you have to put the first day that you started the pitcher so that you know when the milk is going to go bad when it's in the freezer, because it can last 6 months in the freezer or 12 months in a deep freezer. I love the pitcher method because all the milk ends up being really consistent because all the nutrients are mixed and there's no difference between the foremilk and the hindmilk because you have all the milk mixed from throughout the day. So it ends up being a very comprehensive bag of milk because it has all of those nutrients from different times of the day. Then I freeze everything flat with my cookie sheet method, which is on my profile if you want to check it out, and that's it.